This episode is dedicated to Yanni Marmot, my first non-family member patron. I was so excited to have a patron supporter, I decided to create a recipe just for them. And then I completely failed. I've changed some ingredients at the last minute and I've ruined it. Don't get me wrong,
I still ate it all.
but I could have done better. And since I filmed it, I decided I might as well show you. And then I'll come up with a different recipe, perfect and delicious, dedicated to Yanni Marmot. But honestly, this experience was still fun. So I'll take recipe requests from any patron, even in the €1 tier. And also I like to post different Patreon content. Let me know if you have some ideas for that. Now as for the recipe, we're making a vegan spinach quiche. Let's start with the onion and 2 garlic cloves. Peel and slice the onion, and remember there's no shame in crying a little bit. Then peel and mince the garlic cloves. Saute everything over medium heat, along with 1 tablespoon of olive oil for 5 minutes. Add 1 cup of frozen spinach. This was mistake 0. Too much spinach. Half of this, maybe a quarter of this would be enough. I say 0 because I forgot, and I'm just recording this later. I thought the first one was another thing. Cover the pan with a lid and let it cook for 10 minutes. You may use a blender for the next step, but I prefer using a tall cup and a stick blender. Let's start with 200 ml of soy cream. It's like cream but made of soy. Not sure that helped. And 275 grams of crumbled tofu. I think this was mistake number 1. I had too much tofu, but let's keep going. We'll also add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Season the veggies with 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. I'm using a store-bought vegan puff pastry. Place it on your pie dish and spread the veggies onto the bottom. This was mistake number 2. The puff pastry was too small for my pie pan, so I had to use the cake tin, and it's an old thing, and I don't know, maybe that didn't help. Then pour the tofu mix and even it out. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius until you have a firm top and a golden crust. It takes me about 25 minutes, but depending on your oven, it may take you a little bit more or less. Just keep an eye on it. Okay, let's have a slice. Let me thank my supporters on Patreon, especially Yanni Marmot that inspired this video and a future video. 2 videos. Okay, thanks for watching until the end. That's cool of you. See you next time.